program I would like to propose would be a Bachelor of Science in Health Science with a concentration in computed tomography. Submission date for this is February 26, 2023. Implementation date will be January of 2025. Brenda Brunskill, the proposing faculty member, and the department would fall under the Radiologic Technology program. Computed tomography technology is an emerging technology that is high in demand for a competent healthcare team to provide quality care to healthcare consumers. In 2016, the Joint Commission mandated that all technologists providing CT scans are to acquire advanced level certification with the American Registry of Radiologic Technologists. In 2018, that mandate was suspended due to unfavorable feedback received. However, since then, the departmental requirements have evolved, requiring clinical staff to seek certification to ensure quality and radiation safety. Additionally, with the rapid turnover and a need for a strong healthcare administration to provide guidance, I feel as a Bachelor of Science in Health Science with a concentration in computed tomography is ideal to support our surrounding communities. As a minimal requirement of healthcare administration, a Bachelor in Science and Health Science program will support the 28% projected growth rate by 2030 in healthcare administration. Let's talk about the current market needs. U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that the demand for radiologic technologists, which includes computed tomography technologists, is expected to increase by 7% by 2031. Additionally, medical and health services managers' projected job growth rate has been determined to reach 28% by 2031. These statistics support the direction towards a Bachelor's of Science in Health Science with concentration in computed tomography. Currently employed with Delaware Technical Community College. The strategic plan for Delaware Technical Community College is outlined here. One, an augmented, innovative, and flexible program offerings that reflect best practices, address workforce needs, and advance student success. Two, strengthen the framework of holistic student supports to expand delivery and outreach to all students. Three is institutionalize the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Foster employee development and retention. Invest in technology and facilities to advance flexible, innovative, and secure learning and work opportunities. Optimize strategic partnerships to respond to economic change, innovations in technology, and shifting workforce demands. I feel like this program would align with Delaware Technical Community College strategic plan. Especially with the innovative and a flexible, implementing innovative and flexible program offerings. The didactic portion of this program will be conducted solely online. Furthermore, creating a bachelor's program with a concentration will allow for flexibility for other allied health programs such as respiratory, ultrasound, MRI, nuclear medicine, etc. Within the Delaware Technical Community College network to create a wider cast for bachelor degree programs. Currently, the college only provides a bachelor's degree in nursing and education. However, a lot of the bachelor's offerings in nursing can meet the needs for a basic bachelor's degree in health allied health program, as we will talk about later on. Additionally, with a growth rate of 6% for technologists and a 28% growth rate for healthcare administration, affiliated partnerships will be provided an educated workforce ready to meet their needs of the healthcare industry. The program also complies with diversity, equity, inclusion by providing an education that is equitable and at an affordable cost to all students. Community college tuition rates and fees are almost a third of the cost for in-state students. Also, the program will support students to graduate with less debt, utilizing a community college rather than a university. Also, the program will offer a flexible curriculum offering that will allow for employers to support workforce development without impacting their current staffing needs in the healthcare industry. Flexibility of the program will allow for a more diverse student population, the opportunity to meet their own professional development goals. As an educator in the associate's degree program, I wanted to expand offerings for a bachelor's degree program with a concentration because of one, the current labor market needs, and two, because of it's being asked for in the community. With that being said, I want you to take a look at our curriculum ladder. This curriculum will cover your Gen Ed courses as well as your health science courses and the concentration courses in computed tomography. The program will assess affective and cognitive and psychomotor domains and is developed utilizing the current American Society of Radiologic Technologists computed tomography curriculum. Gen Ed courses are integrated within the four-semester program. General education courses can be taken in any order once the prerequisite courses are met. So any health science courses the student would be permitted to take at their leisure. The 3-year projected enrollment would be a total or a maximum of 60 students for computed tomography concentration. That would include 10 students at the Owens campus program and 10 students at the Wilmington campus program. Bachelor's courses would be open to 15 seats a course and offered at up to 3 times a year. Health sciences courses would be offered each semester, so that students would have the opportunity to complete the bachelor's degree in a timely manner. The Bachelor of Science in Health Science with a concentration of computed tomography will prepare students for leadership roles in the field of imaging sciences. Entry-level management positions within the healthcare system require a minimal bachelor's degree. The program will prepare imaging professionals with a broad knowledge base for practice in expanded roles such as leadership and educational roles. Coursework is designed to prepare students in ethical decision-making, data analysis, effective communication, and developing budgets. Additionally, the program will provide radiologic technologists with a comprehensive didactic and clinical computed tomography education required for employment and/or career advancement in the healthcare industry. Upon completion of the program, students will be eligible to sit for their post-primary certification in computed tomography. Application requirements for entry into this program will include an associate degree in applied science. Student must be certified with the ART and registered in the appropriate supporting categories such as radiography, nuclear medicine, or radiation therapy. Additionally, certifications provided by Nuclear Medicine Technology Certification Board or the American Registry for Diagnostic Sonography are eligible to count towards or as a supporting category. Students at Delaware Tech also participate or filter through a college-wide competitive admissions ranking system to become eligible for a seat in all allied health programs. Students admitted into the program must meet and maintain a minimum criterion of during the application period. Courses in Bio 120, Math 162, and Chemistry and cumulative GPA of a 3.0 are necessary. There's also an interview score of 60 out of 120. Once the criteria is met, students participate in the college-wide ranking. I have left a PDF file demonstrating that ranking and how the point system applies to the student and in their ranking. The catalog description is somewhat similar to the program description. The Bachelor of the Science in Health Science with a concentration in computer tomography is designed to help students advance their careers. The curriculum is designed to prepare students to enhance their skill set in interprofessional collaboration, financial and strategic planning, ethical decision making, and the utilization of healthcare data to enhance quality patient care. With a concentration in computer tomography, students will be introduced to an in-depth training that will prepare them for their post-primary certification in computer tomography. Didactic instruction is completely conducted fully online. In conjunction with the didactic instruction, a clinical experience is offered with our clinical affiliate hospitals where students can apply their knowledge. Upon the completion of the program, students will increase their marketability while gaining the knowledge base to complete the computed tomography certification held by the American Registry of Radiologic Technologists. So what are our program goals and learning outcomes? Our first program goal will be for students to demonstrate clinical competence by performing a full range of CT imaging procedures. Students will perform, for learning outcomes, students will perform CT procedures under direct and indirect supervision as indicated by our accreditation standards. Students will demonstrate competency in identifying anatomical structures and positional relationships. And third, the student will demonstrate competency in the selection of CT protocols for CT examinations in accordance to patient age groups. Our second program goal will be for students to be equipped with communication skills essential for advanced and leadership goals. Student learning outcomes will reflect that the students will have the ability to evaluate images with instructor, their technologists, or radiologists to ensure quality of diagnostic imaging. Students will also provide comfort, safety, and privacy for patients. Students will also demonstrate the ability to obtain a pertinent clinical history and document appropriately. Our third program goal will Students will demonstrate the ability to conduct research utilizing research activities and fundamental processes. The learning outcome will reflect students will demonstrate various research techniques, resources, sampling, and statistical procedures. Also, the second learning outcome will include that the student will acquire the skills to prepare a manuscript. Our fourth program goal will be for the student to demonstrate professional growth and development by practicing professional behaviors in accordance to the ARRT standards of ethics. The first learning outcome will be that the student provides patients with the appropriate education regarding individualized CT imaging procedures. Also, students will demonstrate the appropriate personal and professional behaviors of a CT technologist. Our fifth program goal will include student ability to demonstrate critical thinking and problem solving in the performance of emergent and non-emergent CT examinations. The first learning outcome was students will evaluate imaging with an instructor, technologist, or radiologist to, again, ensure quality and diagnostic imaging. And then students will also demonstrate the ability to select appropriate CT parameters for emergent clinical indications. So again, what are our anticipated benefits and employment opportunities? As we spoke before, there's a projected growth rate for CT technologists stated by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics of 6%. That is 16,000 jobs openings projected yearly. The average salary is about $61,370. According to labor statistics for medical and health services managers, that projected growth rate is at a 28%. And that expected projected job opening is about 56,000 job openings. The average salary for a medical manager or health service manager is an average of $101,340 per year. In the Delaware market statistics, there's about 133 healthcare management openings annually and 62 technologist openings annually. However, this year there has been a lot of turnover in healthcare, and currently we are not meeting the demand, so I expect this job growth rate to increase. I expect these statistics to increase. So what does this program look like for the student? The computed tomography courses will be offered annually in the proposed course sequence. Students are expected to complete computed tomography courses in the proposed sequence, or they must apply for re-entry if a course is failed. Students participating in the Bachelor's of Science and Health Science courses can complete their courses on a part-time basis. Like I said, the computed tomography courses would have to be taken sequentially, and each course would have to be successfully completed prior to admittance to the next clinical course or next sequential course. How are we going to present this curriculum? The didactic courses will be available through an online platform, providing flexibility for the student, allowing them to continue their employment while still gaining an education. For the clinical courses, they will be completed in person at the student's assigned clinical rotation. We are willing to be flexible with those clinical assignments to, again, offer a more equitable opportunity for all to be able to successfully complete this program. Delaware Technical Community College and Wilmington University and the University of Delaware have a connected degree agreement for students who wish to pursue advanced degrees. So this program, in order to earn a Bachelor's of Science, students must meet a minimum of 120 credits for a bachelor's degree. That health science courses will meet the minimum requirements. So the transferability agreement for students to pursue a master's degree in healthcare or higher education curriculum will apply to those stated partnerships. You would have to inquire with any other colleges and sit down with a counselor to determine how many credits will transfer outside those relationships. Faculty qualifications are delineated from the college, but primarily from the joint Review Committee on Education and Radiologic Technology, which is our the accreditation for the program. Program chair and faculty must at minimum hold a master's degree. Program chair must be proficient in the curriculum design, evaluation, instruction, program administration, and academic advising. Must document 3 years of clinical experience in the professional discipline. Document 2 years clinical experience as an instructor in a JRCERT accredited program. Hold a current ART certification or equivalent and in computed tomography. For faculty, again, they must hold a minimum of a master's degree, be proficient in curriculum design, evaluation, instruction, program administration, and academic advising. Document 3 years of clinical experience in professional discipline, and document 2 years clinical experience as an instructor in a JRCERT program. So how will we assess program effectiveness? We will first look at our intended outcomes of program completion rate. We would like to see a 50% completion rate annually. Credentialing examination pass rate. We would like to see a 5-year average credentialing examination pass rate of not less than 75% at first attempt within 6 months of graduation. The job placement rate will factor in. We would like to see a 5-year average job placement rate of not less than 75% within 12 months of graduation for those who are actively seeking employment. Graduate satisfaction. We'd like to see an overall program satisfaction of 3 or higher on a 5-point Likert scale. Also, employer satisfaction. We'd like to see an overall program satisfaction of 3 or higher on a 5-point Likert scale. We have 2 external agencies exercising approval. That is the Middle States Commission on Higher Education for the college and the Joint Review Committee on Education and Radiologic Technology for the program accreditation. In thinking about startup costs, we have two campuses that would be interested in starting this program. The Owens campus, salary tables for the Delaware Technical Community College Plant A 12-month employees are approximately 70 to 90,000 per instructor. At minimum, there would be a need for a program chair and clinical coordinator / didactic instructor at each each campus, sorry. And that would mean approximately $270,000 for instructors at the Owens campus. At the Wilmington campus, the instructors are employed by Christiana Hospital, in which they are facing a great need for educated computed tomography technologists and administration. So that conversation has been had, and the program is willing to support, or the hospital is willing to support staffing needs for the program. So there would be no cost from the college. At minimum, obviously, staffing would include a program director and clinical coordinator / didactic instructor. Most general ed courses and health science courses are already in place at Delaware Technical Community College. The program would need to support the computed tomography courses and 3 new health science courses. As far as equipment costs, generally speaking, students will utilize computed tomography technology equipment at the clinical facilities. So there would be no equipment or new technology that would really need to be purchased in order to start the program, other than the basics of having access to computers and to build the program through the learning management system. As mentioned earlier, tuition rates for Delaware Technical Community College are much less than in-state for Wilmington University or any other, the UD or any of the other universities. In-state for students is $152.50 per credit. Out-of-state is $381.25 per credit. Registration fees are low. Service fees are low. Technology support fees and healthcare program fees are low. So overall, students would incur less debt completing their bachelor's degree with a concentration in computed tomography with Delaware Technical Community College. Startup costs, including library costs, are pretty much not applicable since the didactic portion of the program would be conducted strictly online. Other overhead, I really don't foresee in this area due to our already established clinical affiliations, and we already have a great learning management system in place. It's just maybe some course materials implementing the programs into that system. As far as recruitment and marketing, students graduate from the radiologic technology program with an associate degree. Will have the opportunity to apply for the bachelor's degree with a concentration in CT. The marketing would take place with the clinical affiliates for recruitment. Additionally, it would be added to the course offerings and marketed alongside the additional bachelor programs offered at Delaware Technical Community College. Marketing costs would be kept at a minimum due to demand and accessibility of other established curriculum offerings. An estimated startup cost would be approximately 2% of the incoming tuition or less. So how does our program address diversity, equity, inclusion? The program addresses the diversity, equity, inclusion by providing an equitable opportunity for radiologic technologists to make advancements in their career. It allows for students to have the opportunity to continue their education at a more affordable price. Students will graduate with less debt. Students who are eligible will have the opportunity to utilize seed dollars towards their undergraduate degree. At Delaware Technical Community College, or in Delaware, the SEED scholarship covers an additional year post the completion of associate's degree for a bachelor's degree program at Delaware Tech or University of Delaware. This is only applicable if the student meets the criteria and are still eligible. They must complete their associate's degree within so many months from starting utilization of the SEED scholarship. Additionally, marketing would include community outreach and representation of DEI. Students' success stories would be utilized from the radiologic technology program to support DEI and I feel like representing the student population through marketing of our success with our radiologic technology program will demonstrate a positive outlook for a bachelor's degree program and really bring in a diverse student population. Also, recruitment of faculty and clinical representation will be utilized using a DEI lens to support our student population. So lastly, let's look at the new course offerings. First course is Healthcare Policy. The Healthcare Policy course will prepare students for healthcare planning, health services delivery, healthcare policy through a political lens. The course will explore the history of healthcare policy and ethics as it relates to healthcare policy creation. Research for evidence-based practice. This course prepares the students to enhance their skill set in research development and interpretations. Students will be introduced to various research designs, sampling techniques, statistical procedures, and literature review are discussed. Students will prepare a manuscript during this course. Health Science Capstone. The course prepares students to integrate their knowledge, skills, behaviors, and abilities acquired within the program. Students will demonstrate the achievement of program competencies, culminating in the presentation of a comprehensive professional portfolio. Computer tomography concentration, we have several new courses. Procedures 1 and 2 offers or introduces cross-sectional anatomy and anatomical body planes as it relates to CT. In Procedures 1, the routine imaging procedures for computer tomography will be discussed for the head, neck, thorax, spine, musculoskeletal system, organ system, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, and central nervous system. The course will review disease concepts and various CT procedures related to pathology. Procedures 2 will provide interventional procedures, positron emission tomography, pediatric procedures, and bariatric procedures. As you move on to computed tomography principles 1 and 2, 1 is designed to provide students with the knowledge of historical development of CT and the generations of CT scanners. Students will learn components and operations of a CT scanner. Students will be able to explain the digital imaging and CT imaging process and its effect on quality. As you move on to Principles 2, the course offering is a continuation of Principles 1. Students will learn helical CT, CTA, PET CT, and other CT applications. Students will be introduced to planar and volumetric post-processing techniques. Clinical Practicum 1, 2, and 3 are a series of clinical experiences students will take part in. Students will perform computed tomography procedures under direct supervision of clinical preceptor or a clinical staff member. This is to ensure the student is obtaining the required clinical experience for the certification process. The last clinical course for, last computed tomography course for this program will be the seminar review for computed tomography. The course reviews the CT curriculum content in preparation for certification by the ARRT. Selected topics will focus on content areas relevant to the registry, and the student will have the opportunity to self-identify areas where remediation may be necessary. Following is my contact information. You can utilize this information if you have any questions or concerns. The next slide will be providing you with references. And thank you for your participation in this program proposal.